You are about to see a video that was created by someone who is not proficient in creating videos. Please accept my apologies. I will know, however, who's paying attention to the videos as I walk by, because at some points you will need to do this with your heads to see what I'm referring to. But in just a minute, you're going to watch a video about teachers in our own building who are using literacy as extension activities in their content areas. Enjoy. Good afternoon. Today I am taking a tour of the 6th grade pod, and right now what you're seeing is a bulletin board that's in the 6th grade math classroom of Mrs. Stokes and Mrs. Podorf. It's called I'm Done Now What? So today we're going to talk a little bit about what this bulletin board means and how kids can use it in their learning. So with me are Mrs. Stokes and Mrs. Podorf. And first I'm just going to kind of show you the board. So you can see in the top left there's a start date, Monday, October 16th. And there's a finish date that says Thursday, October 26th. And then there are different columns, and I'm going to try and go slow here so I don't make anyone dizzy. The first one, and we're going to flip the camera here. The first one says do it, and there is an explanation of what they would need to do with some slips of paper that the kids actually take out, there we go, to use while they're completing the activity. There's a journal it that goes the other way that has all the information they'll need for journaling. Make it, draw it, solve it, write it, and read it. So I'm going to talk with Mrs. Stokes and Mrs. Podorf a little bit about how they came up with this idea and how students use it within their classroom. So first of all, Mrs. Stokes, tell me a little bit about where this idea came from.
Ms. Podorf and I, knowing that we were going to be teaching together, decided that we wanted to do some similar things in our classroom for when children were done, especially with all the flex grouping that we're doing. And so we wanted to have something this exactly the same, that whether they were in our room, my room, or her room, they could be working on an activity if they finished something else.
Awesome. And Ms. Podorf, where did this particular idea come from?
We found it on Teachers Pay Teachers. Another teacher had used it, and we purchased it because we wanted to use it in our classroom.
How much did you pay for it?
Maybe $15.
$15. And it came with all of these things that you just print?
Yeah, it comes with 40 weeks, and it's each week is done for 2 weeks. So there's 20 different lesson planned, and we just every 2 weeks we copy the new things, trim them apart, put them up on the journal, and save the old ones for next year.
Awesome. Okay. And have you had students use these, Ms. Podorf?
Yes, I think today was a great example. We had a quiz, and I think there was 15 kids from our second period class. When they finished their quiz, they went up to the board and got something to work on.
Okay, so they just come right up here, and I'm going to show Ms. Stokes. You have this basket up here that has basically blank packets prepared for them.
Yep.
So it has their name, period, the weeks, and when it's due.
It's just 5 sheets of paper folded into a little booklet.
Okay, and can you have one done that you're going to show us? So let's take a look at that. Sorry, everyone, for making you dizzy. Okay, so this is a student who has done a do it.
And this first one would have been this information. Invent a machine that would make something in your life easier. In your notebook, draw a sketch of the machine, list the materials you'd need to build it, tell how long it would take to build, and explain how it would make your life easier. And this student said it's a big metal box. It's metal in color. It would have lots of spray paint and markers is what she would need. She thinks it would take a week. And it would make her life easier because anything that she wanted would come out of it whenever she wanted.
Nice. So it just does whatever she wishes, it comes out. Perfect. The next one was read it.
For read it, she looked at the metaphors and she wrote an interpretation of what she thought each metaphor means.
Perfect.
So, and we're not looking for accuracy on these. It's more to get them thinking and introduce them to some things that they might not otherwise have done.
Sure.
This last one, the suggestion was to make a list of things that you are good at, then choose one of the things from your list and use it to fill out an award for yourself. Paste the award in your book, and then do the same thing for a classmate and give him or her the award. So this student said they received an award for volleyball and gymnastics. She deserves this award because she is good at those two sports.
Awesome. So students, this isn't a requirement for them, obviously, because these are
No.
extension activities. So they're things that we do when kids are done with their assignments or their quizzes, whatever they might be working on. Do they receive something for that if they're
They get
done?
a nominal extra credit,
Okay.
just a couple of points here and there.
Sure.
But it keeps them engaged in doing something, even if it's not necessarily mathematical. It's the critical thinking and the problem solving skills that they're using.
Great, and I love that there's the read it and write it component that we know is so important with the literacy focus that we have this year. Have you heard feedback from kids about it? Do they like it? Do they enjoy it? Are kids doing it?
They like it.
Okay.
Because it's not just math. It's every subject they're getting to do, and every week or every 2 weeks it's different.
Something new.
So they don't know what they're gonna do. A lot of them like doing the draw it or the make it because they get to be creative with
Yeah,
it.
awesome.
They enjoy it.
Perfect. Thank you so much. If teachers have questions about Teachers Pay Teachers or what you've done here, they're free to come in and ask you about that.
Absolutely.
Perfect. Okay. So then what we're going to do now is on Canvas, there's a question that's going to ask you how you could do something similar within your own classroom, whether it's something that you find on Pinterest or Teachers Pay Teachers, or just an idea that you have for your own classroom. I'd like you to share with us what you could do as an extension activity in your classroom that would incorporate literacy. Thank you.